All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome again to our Amazon for Beginners training. Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. I know you guys are all busy with your lives, so I do appreciate your time, and for being here, just listen in and learn tonight. So tonight we're just gonna do our usual. So I'm gonna cater the training towards like who's in attendance today. So for Voltaire, right, and Kristen, obviously you guys are beginners. So I'm gonna share my screen and second. Share my process on how I do my business, right? So you guys have an idea right now on how to sell on Amazon. So there's different ways to sell on Amazon, but how I do it is I usually look for my sources from different retailers. So for this example, right, I source from Vitacost, Walmart. What is this? Charlotte, Tilbury, Oakley, Home Depot, Chewy. So I do sell products from retailers. And I have a three-step process, very similar to what Voltaire is trying to do. So I pick the products, right? And then I run my numbers. And then once I like what I see, I do a test buy of 5 to 10 pieces. I ship it to my third-party prep center. And then from there, they pack and prep it. And then once they pack and prep it, they ship the products to Amazon. Right? Did it make sense, guys? So I don't ever touch the products. Everything is 100% online. And I think this is going to help Voltaire in particular because he's in Hawaii, so he can sell products on the mainland versus shipping products to him. Because if you guys don't know, shipping costs in Hawaii is very high, right? Because they're kind of secluded out there in Pacific Ocean, so it takes a lot of money to ship products to them. So yeah, that's my process. So I guess I can run through some products here, look at some data. And then for Voltaire in particular, I'm going to show him or show you how to add your cost for your prep center. So I'm assuming you use Seller Amp, right?
That's correct.
So this is Seller Amp. I would go here under settings. And then I would scroll down under additional cost. And then how much are you paying for your prep per unit?
Per unit, first, 1 to 1,000 is
So
$125.
25, okay. Um, is that like for sure or
Yeah,
okay, so are you gonna be shipping that amount?
within that small, within the thousands. I don't believe I'm gonna have anything that's more than 1,000 at this point yet.
Oh, okay, perfect. So here, right, I would put 125 here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not sure if you're calculating your inbound shipping, but to
Mm.
keep it
No.
simple, I just add $1 for my inbound shipping per unit.
Okay.
And that's pretty conservative because shipping costs you know, could be as cheap as 30 cents, right? But I'm just adding $1 just to cover, just some room. So I would do $1 plus 125 in your case, right?
Okay.
So here you're gonna put 225.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's different because I'm paying more for my prep cost.
Mm-hmm.
But in your case, you're gonna put 225 here.
Got it.
And then save it. You save it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And refresh. And then you just run your numbers. Okay, so the first step with product research is you guys need to match the products from the supplier's page versus your Amazon selling page, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very similar to grocery shopping. Just make sure that they match, same product, same size, same color, right? So they need to be exactly the same. I mean, packaging might vary, but as long as the products are the same, then it's good. So this one looks the same. It's a probiotic. It's 35. Vegetarian capsule, 240 pieces. 40 pieces. Okay. same products. And then if you guys have any like discount codes, so for example, this one has 50% off from Rakuten. So take that offer, right? So there's 15% from Rakuten, and then I know Vitacost has a lot of sales too and promo. So let's see. So right there. So 20% off code 20fit. And then here, let me see. So buy one, get one, 50% off, right? So for this instance, it's kind of complicated. So we're going to have to do some math, right? So assuming that we buy 10 pieces of this product, it's buy one, get one, 50% off. So $39.99 times 10 pieces, it's half off. So we're paying about $200 for 10 pieces. So that's about $19.99 to be exact per piece. Got it?
Yep.
So now we plug the cost here, right? So $19.99. And then we're also going to plug the additional 15% off from Rakuten. So you go here under discounts. Where's discounts? Right there, discounts, and then 15% off. So now you're getting about 104% ROI, right? And some people like to look at profit. So it's about $17 profit. Is it one piece? Yeah. Per piece or per sale. This product is selling at 115 times a month. So once you guys know your numbers, you guys look at the competition, right? And then now you decide, are you willing to share 115 sales to all these sellers, and you're getting a minimum of 104% ROI? So if you guys can type in the chat, would you guys do that? So again, 115 sales a month, right? For this product. Are you willing to share 115 sales a month with 17 other sellers, and you're getting a minimum of 104% ROI? Let's see in the chat. So Voltaire is a yes. Kristen's a yes. And then I also like to look at the Keepa chart. So I usually look at the graphs. I mean, some people look at the data, which I don't like looking at because it's, there's so many like variables here. So I like looking at the data. I'm sorry, the graph. So I usually look at the price fluctuation. So as far as the price, it looks like it's staying at about $46 to $48. So it's pretty stable. And then here I look at the seller count, meaning the number of sellers. So it looks like the seller count is dropping, right? And then here's pretty stable here. So there's nothing really crazy happening here as far as the charts. So I think it's good. And then as far as the data, I like the ROI, right? You double your money per sale, which is good. And then I like to look at the ratio of the sales per month versus the sellers. So 117, 115 sales a month, and there's only 17 sellers, and ROI is pretty high, right? So to me, this is a good one. Make sense, you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Next product. So again, step one, you got to compare the products if they match. So for video games, I like to look at, is it the exact edition? Is it the exact console, right? So this one is Gran Turismo 7 Standard Edition, PS5. The Gran Turismo 7, PS5. Okay. So they look the same to me. The cost is $41.39. So I plug it here, $41.39. Why is it negative though? It says negative ROI. Let's see. So just a side note, I actually don't like this product because it's sold by, wait a second. So this one is sold by Walmart. Okay. Yeah, so this one's good because it's sold by Walmart. I don't like sourcing from third-party sellers in Walmart. So if it's sold by a third-party seller, I usually stay away from it. But this one is sold by Walmart themselves, so this is good. So $41.39. So it's negative ROI, which I don't know why. So I would look at the other sellers. So the first two sellers are giving you a negative ROI. Yeah, this one's not looking good. So this is selling at 240 sales a month. It is a variation though. So I would go to variation, pick the variation, and then check it. Okay. Interesting. So this exact variation is getting all the sales, right? So now you look at your competition. So, 1 second. So there's 243 sales a month with only 6 people on the listing. The problem though is these 2 people here are dropping the price really low. You guys see it?
Yeah.
So if you were going to compete with these 2 sellers, you're going to be at a negative ROI right there. So unless you want to price it here with this third seller, then it can be good, right? But then again, there's going to be a risk because these 2 sellers are dropping the price way too low.
So they would particularly get the buy box?
Yeah, these 2 are probably going to get the buy box or the sales just because they're the cheapest. And obviously there's no way to compete with them because you're going to be taking a loss, right?
Right.
So unless you want to price it up here with the third seller, then this one is a good product. But again, right, there's going to be a risk involved. So it's going to be up to you guys. So I guess would I do it? Probably not. Just because I don't want to be pricing my product here and then other sellers, just keep jumping on the listing and price lower than me. So make sense?
Yep.
All right. So this one is not good unless you want to risk and try to compete with these 2 other sellers here. So all right, next product. So Rakuten's giving you 2% cashback. What's this? Okay. So first, is it the same products? Let's see. Looks the same, right? Charlotte's Magic Mini Skin Set. Yeah, it looks the same. Your cost for this product is $44. And then let's see. Right here it says if you create an account or log in to unlock 15% off plus free ground shipping on your first order. Okay. So you're getting about 15% off, right? from this code. So you plug in $44 here. And then under discounts, you would put 15%. And then 2% from Rakuten, right? So 15% from the website, and then 2% from Rakuten. There's no 2% on here, so I would just add 2% on the ROI here. Let's see. So you're getting about 48 sales a month at 18% ROI, $6 profit or more. So now you guys need to decide, right? So there's 48 sales a month. Are you willing to share those 48 sales a month with 12 other sellers? And you're getting a minimum of 18% ROI, or about $6 to like $7 profit per sale. And then if you look at the Keepa chart, I mean, the price seems pretty stable, I would say. The seller count is dropping, which is good because it means there's going to be less and less competition. So would you guys do it? So 48 sales a month with 12 other people on this listing, and you're getting a minimum of about 18% ROI or $6 to $7 profit. Let's see in the chat. Is it a yes? No? Maybe? What do you guys think? So 48 sales a month, and there's 12 other sellers here, and you're getting a minimum of 18% ROI. You can type in the chat, but if you guys don't know, I'll give you guys my answer. So, I mean, this one is, I want to say decent. You know, it's a slow moving product. It's only selling at 48 times in a month. The competition is decent. There's not a lot of people here, right? And you're getting at least a $6 to $7 profit or 18% ROI, which is pretty good. Like not everything is gonna be selling quick, and you know, so this one is, to me, is decent because the way to do FBA is you always want to be in the front of the line, so you always want to be the cheapest. And with the way I do my business, I like to go in and out of listings. So to me, I have a good chance of selling this product, right? Because I'm only buying 5 to 10 pieces. So to me, this one is a decent product. Make sense? All right. Next product. So Oakley, Holbrook, square sunglasses. Okay, same. It's black and red, I think. Yeah, black and red. Looks the same. Polarized, okay. So cost is $49.99 right there. So you plug it here under cost, $49.99. So sale price is about $99. Sales per month is 1,416, but it's a variation though. So again, you go to your variations tab on here on Seller Amp, you pick the variation, it usually auto selects, and then check it. So this exact variation, right? Or color to be simple, is getting 20% of all the sales for this whole listing. So now we're getting 20% of this number. So 1,416 times point, is it 0.20? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, 0.20 or 20%. So this exact variation or color is getting 283 sales a month. Yeah, so 283 sales a month. And there's 3 other sellers here. And you're getting a 55% ROI minimum for sale. Would you guys do it?
I'm hesitant. It's a lot of inventory.
You mean it's expensive, you mean, or?
No, you said there's 300 on one of those sellers.
Oh, let me see. So Wayne is a yes. Oh, you mean these, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Let me see. So Voltaire is a maybe. Wayne is a yes. So I would dig deeper because you have a point, right? Voltaire.
Mhm.
Like these two sellers have 200 in inventory each. And also the concern here is that Amazon's on the listing. So when Amazon's on the listing, I usually look at the Keepa chart and I see like how are they pricing the product, right? So they're pricing the product. I mean, they were pricing this at 167 at some point, but then recently they were pricing this I want to say like $99, right? So they're pricing fairly here. And then I usually look at right here. So I usually look at the buy box analysis and I want to see if Amazon is dominating the listing. So here you're gonna see that Amazon is only getting 5% of all the sales right there. You guys see it? It says 5%, right? And then the other seller here, Black Flag Outfitters, is getting a lot of the sales.
I think that was the second. I think that was the second one in the on that offer.
Right. So it's this guy.
Right.
Wait, this guy too? Interesting. So it's Amazon and another seller, Black Flag Outfitters. They probably have two. Oh, wait a second. How come they have two listings or two sellers here? Well, that's confusing. Um, yeah, there's some risk to this, but it's an Oakley product though. Hmm. Yeah, this one is kind of tricky because Amazon is on the listing, and then there's another seller here on the listing. But then again, there's 235 sales, right? Or 280 sales for this product. Man. So I guess what would I do? I mean, I would do a test buy of maybe like 3 pieces, see how it goes because I can compete with these sellers, that's why. And even if they have a lot of inventory, the buy box rotates anyway. So if there's 3 of us here, right? The sale is gonna go this way. So sale, 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 sale.
Ah,
Does that make sense?
that makes sense.
Yeah, all the sales are not gonna go to one seller. So as long as I'm priced like them, which I can price like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can share the sales with them. But just to be safe though, I'm only gonna do a test buy of 3 pieces.
Right. Okay.
Just send it out there, see if it moves. If it does, I think it's gonna move though. But I think 3 is a safe number, at least to me. And then once those 3 sell out, then I can send more of it. But even on my second batch, I'm only gonna send maybe 5 pieces at a time, right? Because you're buying this product 50 bucks per piece plus tax. Or yeah. So did it make sense?
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
like it.
there's some concern, but I think it's gonna do well though, still. And with FBA, I just want to say too that there's no need to over leverage yourself. You can always do a test buy of, man, I know people would do a test buy of like one piece. So to me, I guess my bare minimum is maybe like 3 pieces, 2 pieces maybe. Just do it, just if you have any doubts with the data, just do like a small test buy. If it does good, then incrementally like increase your buy, right? So make sense?
Yeah.
That's really it. And then I guess for
Thanks
the
for
new
talking
people,
that through.
huh?
Thanks for talking that through.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. And then also the best data is the data that are coming from your sales. Because what I just said is just my perception of it, right? But you guys are getting better data from products that sold already. So when you guys sell products, I would go back to that listing again and kind of like just review. Like how come it sold quick? How come it sold it sold slow, right? And that way you guys can have a better understanding of how products move. So, and then for new people in the group, I just want to walk you guys through the school group. So, yeah, here we have our forum here, right? Where people talk and post. There's stuff here. I would start here if you're a beginner. Go to classrooms and then go to Amazon 101. And then here you guys are gonna see all my videos here about how to get started, right? Very like basic stuff, my story, my 3-step process. And then here, you guys are gonna see our schedule. So on Mondays, we usually do a training at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm only doing it Tuesday because I'm traveling right now, so I wasn't able to do it last night. And then on Wednesdays, I do another training for my 18 group. 18 group. So this group is for my paid members. So we do our trainings on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then leaderboards. So you guys can unlock different courses here simply by engaging on the post. So you guys can comment, like, engage in the post in the group. And as you guys engage, you guys are gonna get some points, and then you guys level up, and you guys open up different courses in the group, right? What else? And then here we have different tabs under or their discussions. So general discussion is where we post questions or different topics. Success stories is where I post the success stories in the group. Amazon FA questions are your questions about the business. Announcements is where I post my announcements. And then profitable products is where I usually post my products. I haven't posted in a while though, but I should keep posting again. I'll be posting again. And then here you guys are gonna see more training videos, right? More training videos. So between the training videos and all the content here, plus the classroom, you guys have enough information, right? More than enough information to get started and build a business. So that's pretty much it, guys. You guys have any questions? Here, Section has a question in the chat. So when seller amp indicate the item is general brand, can we sell it? General brand. Like, what do you mean by that, bro? Oh, you mean like generic or if you mean generic, then no, we can't. So for example, right? Um Here's a good example. So on Amazon, like you can't sell any generic products. So if it says Vitacost probiotic, it needs to be Vitacost probiotic, right? It can't be like, you know, general probiotic from from like Vitacost, right? It needs to be the exact same brand, exact same product. What's another example? So Oakley, for example, right? So this one is an Oakley product on Amazon. So your supplier should be Oakley too, meaning the brand needs to be Oakley. It can't be like a knockoff brand, it can't be generic brand. It needs to be Oakley. So was that your question? Yeah. Yeah. So no, you can't sell any generic products on Amazon. It's a big no-no. It needs to be the exact same brand, exact same product.
Louis, going back to your Vita cost example,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you said you generally run a 5 to 10 purchase,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it and it gave me a quantity of only 4 to purchase at that time.
Mm.
Is that how it works with Vitacom?
Oh, well, it's different per product and per supplier. So I see what you're saying.
Right,
So for this one, there's a limit of four, right?
right.
So if
So
you
if
can only buy four, then just buy a four then as a test buy.
okay, I see.
Yeah.
So,
And then
so
if you're just for example, if you're gonna replenish, let's say you want to buy 10, right? So I would buy four, four, and two.
4, 4, and 2. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be great because you still get the buy one, get one 50%.
right.
Right,
Or you can increase the quantity, right? Maybe like buy like 20 pieces.
right.
Yeah. That's only after you do a test buy though.
Okay.
So let's say you do a test buy, it does well, and now you want to buy a lot of it, right? Then you can do like more.
I mean, do you know if Vita cost will allow you to do multiple orders?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, but for this instance, you would have to do like multiple orders though.
I'm just curious because when I looked at it, it did show that it's unavailable for me. So it looks like one that needs to be ungated.
Mm, yeah, that could be it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
so
of course. Hey
sorry.
Dion.
So on that same question, hey Louis. So
Hmm.
for generic, is there something to indicate that it's a generic? So for me, the only way I know that it's generic is when I go to load it. If they question me, then I know it's
Mm,
generic. Because like some of the ones that got kicked for me for generic was like Soda Stream. That doesn't sound like a generic product for me.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
when you load it on Amazon, sometimes they flag it as generic.
yeah,
Maybe just a glitch too.
I know, but I end up calling them and they said, "Oh no, you still can't. It's a generic." So I don't know
Mm,
what to do. So I had to return it. That was one of my returns.
okay.
And then like,
Um,
but is there some indication? Because I saw some listings and it did say generic on some, but the ones I had didn't say generic. But
yeah.
for example, I
Mhm.
just like the Vitacos, I bought some from Costco and they came up as generic, and I had to end up returning those to Costco, some
Mm.
Costco vitamins.
So, I mean, before I buy anything, I do like a mock listing,
Okay,
meaning I
okay,
try to list it first,
first, yeah.
and if there's any, I'm not really like listing it. I'm doing like a mock listing.
Yeah, that I kind of added all of this to my steps now after going through this. So I go in,
Yeah,
you have a couple extra buttons you have to hit to see if they, error out or, give you an error. Also with the gating also. So every product I see, I click the gate no matter what,
yeah,
just to see if it ungates me automatically.
right.
So
Yeah,
even if
for
I'm
every
doing a
single
search,
product, I do like a mock listing just to be
yeah,
safe because I'm not gonna buy anything if I'm not 100% sure about the product. So
okay.
yeah, and then when I do decide to buy it, I don't overbuy anything either. I do a test buy of like 5 to 10 pieces or even
Okay.
less sometimes. So
Okay. For your listings, oops, sorry.
mhm.
Quick. So for your listings, do you do your own listings or do you have the distribution or the um what do you call it? The distribution house? add your
Prep Center?
listings. Yeah,
No,
the
it's
prep
me.
center.
It's me.
You do it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, listing takes like 2 minutes, so
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
Is that it? Okay. Awesome. Any other questions, you guys? No, we're good. Voltaire, we good?
Yeah, we're good. Thank
See you
you.
unmuting, so okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for being here today, and I'll see you guys in the group, okay? And I'll see you guys next week too.
Alrighty. Thanks, Louis.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.